everyone, Kansas State Representative Ford Carr here, and this is going to be part 3 of the, I guess, 3-question answer with respect to the 29th and Grove funding and now the lawsuit that we're in. If you remember correctly, at the end of the last video, I stated that I would let you know just what impact being short the $3.5 million is going to have on the community. And here we go. So the class action has been approved. And by now, if you're not aware of that, then that's what's taking place. But there is some information that has not yet been released publicly with respect to that. And here it is. To qualify to be a part of the class, those that would potentially earn some sort of a reward moving forward if the judge so deems it fit. And I'll pause here for just a moment and say that, I'm not an attorney. If you have any further legal questions, I suggest that you contact one. I'm just giving you the information as I have it moving forward. With respect to the class, is everyone who lived in the area going to have an opportunity to be in the class? And that answer is no. Everyone that lived in the area that could possibly have been affected by that, no, they will not have an opportunity to be in the class. The class is going to be limited to those individuals that were property owners. I believe it was as of September 2022. Do not quote me directly on the exact date, but that date is definitely not very far from the truth if it isn't absolutely the truth. So you'll have to have been a property owner by September 22nd by September of 2022 in order to be eligible for the class. The lawsuit is based on a loss in property value. Those individuals who would not be eligible to be in the eligible class are those individuals who have had their groundwater tested and or air, and I believe it's got to be more than like 1.2 microns or something of that nature per million. Again, I'm not going to get in the weeds with that, but you have to have recorded a level that was considered a danger in order to be part of the class. In addition to that, if you have already been identified as someone who has above average or above safe, I won't say average, above safe levels of TCE in your groundwater, and someone has previously come in and began a water remediation treatment on or in your property, you are no longer eligible for that either, because that is, part of what the settling class action suit is going to take place, is going to cover, which is that remediation. So, and then you might ask, well, what about members of my family, if not myself, who might be sick because of that? I'll back up to the $3.5 million. The $3.5 million, the entirety of that could have been used for testing as well as further treatment. The $1.5 million of that money was specifically for testing and or further treatment. And the additional $3.5 million that we missed out on because of the slow response in spending the initial $3.5 million that was allocated, that money would have been available for, again, testing and any further treatment. The issue that we have here based on the class action suit, and these are decisions that individuals will have to make for themselves and their family is that because there is now a class action suit, if in fact there is some sort of a medical situation that occurs and you believe it to be associated with the groundwater contamination, you will have to go out and seek your own counsel because of this class action suit. And when the initial $3.5 million has been exasperated and it's no longer there, there won't be anything to cover your treatment, testing, medication, or anything beyond that because of the fact that this class action suit has already taken place, and you'll have to on an individual basis get legal counsel and try to get some sort of satisfaction out of that. Again, my frustration is that we left $3.5 million on the table, and the main reason for that is simply we made a deal at the state level. The members of the local municipalities, in as much as they may have intended to do the right things, they have no idea how the state level government works. It's not the same as the city council or the county commission. We all have separate rules, which is why we should stay in our separate and individual lanes. And in short, because of that, there was $3.5 million that could have been used in our community that we're now doing without. So if anyone wonders or has ever wondered what my frustration is, without going into any greater detail, that's what it is. $3.5 million that would have come to my community that didn't. Any other questions, feel free. I'll make another video to answer those. As usual, man, love you all. Stay blessed, and we'll see you sometime later. Bye-bye.